When a dog suddenly sniffs you there, most people feel embarrassed and immediately assume something is wrong. But what if that moment has nothing to do with bad manners at all? What if your dog is actually reading some of the most important information your body can give? Dogs don't explore the world with their eyes, they read it through scent. And that specific area tells them more about you than almost anywhere else. In this video, you'll discover what your dog is really learning in that moment, and why misunderstanding it can quietly damage trust. And if you want to truly understand what your dog is communicating every day, make sure you're subscribed before we begin. What you learn in behavior number 8 could change how you respond forever. Now, let's look at where this behavior actually comes from. Number 1. That area holds the loudest information your dog can read. Most people think your dog sniffs that area because they have no manners, but the truth is very different. That part of the human body releases the strongest and clearest scent signals a dog can detect. Sweat glands there produce chemical information that does not come out anywhere else the same way. To a dog, this smell is not embarrassing, it is incredibly useful. It tells them about age, stress level, and even physical changes. Your dog is not guessing or being random in that moment. Their nose is collecting clear data in seconds. This is how dogs understand the world before they react to it. Once you see it as information, the behavior feels less strange. And this leads directly to how dogs use sniffing as a form of greeting. Number 2, your dog is not being rude. They are greeting you properly. What feels awkward to you is actually polite behavior in dog language. Dogs do not shake hands or smile. They exchange information through scent. When your dog greets another dog, sniffing sensitive areas is completely normal. They are simply doing the same thing with you. From their point of view, skipping this step would be strange and incomplete. This greeting helps them feel familiar and calm around you. It also confirms that you are safe and known. Your reaction does not change what the behavior means to them. To your dog, this moment is respectful and routine. Understanding this makes it easier to respond without tension. And once greeting is complete, dogs move on very quickly. Number 3, what your dog learns about you in just one sniff. Have you ever wondered how your dog seems to know your mood without a single word? A single sniff can tell your dog far more than you realize. Stress, fear, excitement, and calm all change the way your body smells. Your dog reads these changes instantly and without judgment. That is why they may act gentler when you are tired or more alert when you are tense. This is not intuition or magic, it is biological awareness. Your dog is checking in on your inner state. That information helps them decide how close to be and how to behave next. Sniffing is how they stay emotionally connected to you, and this sensitivity is part of what strengthens your bond over time. Number 4, why dogs sniff some people longer than others. Have you noticed that your dog sniffs some people for a second, but seems stuck on others? This is not random behavior or bad training. Different people carry very different scent stories. Stress, hormones, medication, diet, and even recent emotions all change how someone smells. To a dog, some people feel simple and familiar, while others feel complex and new. When the scent is unusual, the dog needs more time to understand it. Longer sniffing means more information is being processed. It does not mean danger or dislike, it means curiosity and focus. Once the picture feels clear, the dog usually loses interest. That is how dogs decide who feels familiar and who needs more reading. Number 5, how your reaction quietly teaches your dog what to do next. What you do in this moment quietly trains your dog more than any command. Dogs learn through patterns, not explanations. If sniffing always leads to laughter, attention, or touch, the behavior becomes stronger. If it brings sudden tension or confusion, your dog feels unsure instead of corrected. Your reaction becomes part of the lesson, even when you say nothing. Calm responses create calm expectations. Sharp reactions create uncertainty. Over time, your dog remembers how these moments end. That memory guides what they try again later. Without realizing it, you shape their choices every day. And small reactions repeated often matter the most. Number 6, why pushing your dog away can create confusion or anxiety. Pushing your dog away does not teach boundaries the way people expect. To your dog, the message is unclear and sudden. One moment they are gathering information, the next they feel rejected. Dogs do not connect this action to manners. They connect it to emotional distance. This can create hesitation or anxiety in future interactions. Some dogs respond by becoming clingy, others by pulling back. Neither reaction is about disobedience. It is about trying to feel safe again. When signals change without explanation, dogs feel unsure. That uncertainty slowly affects trust, and trust is what allows calm behavior to grow. Number 7. What this behavior reveals about your bond with your dog. If you understand this behavior correctly, you understand how close your dog feels to you. Dogs do not sniff deeply around strangers they do not care about. This behavior appears most when a dog feels safe and connected. Sniffing is a way of checking in, not pushing limits. It shows interest, trust, and emotional openness. Your dog is not testing you, they are confirming the bond. This moment says you matter in their world. It is a quiet sign of attachment that often goes unnoticed. When dogs feel distant, this behavior fades. Connection invites closeness, not the other way around, and this helps explain why the behavior feels personal. Number 8. When sniffing becomes a sign of insecurity or stress. Can the same behavior ever mean something is wrong? In most cases, sniffing is calm and normal, but context always matters. When sniffing becomes frantic, repeated, or hard to interrupt, it can signal stress. Dogs may use intense sniffing to self-soothe when they feel unsure. New environments, tension from humans, or past fear can trigger this shift. The behavior looks similar, but the feeling behind it is different. Instead of curiosity, there is nervous energy. Dogs are trying to ground themselves through scent. This is not misbehavior, it is communication. Noticing the difference helps you respond with awareness, and awareness prevents small stress from growing larger. Number 9. How to respond without hurting your dog's trust. You freeze for a second, your dog leans in, and everything depends on what you do next. The goal is not to punish or reward, but to stay neutral. Calm body language tells your dog the situation is safe but limited. Gentle movement creates a boundary without emotional shock. Dogs read tension faster than words. When your response is steady, their nervous system settles too. Trust grows when signals stay consistent. Over time, dogs learn what feels acceptable without fear. This keeps communication clear and respectful. You are not stopping connection, you are shaping it gently. And that balance protects both comfort and trust. Now you understand the real emotional meaning behind why a dog sniffs you there, and it's not the awkward moment most people assume. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this behavior, so share your perspective in the comments below. But many owners still misunderstand other intimate signals their dogs use to communicate trust. That's why you should watch our next video on 7 Real Reasons Dogs Lick Their Owners. Thank you for watching and for caring enough to understand your dog more deeply.